Hello, and thanks for stopping by. I have been missing from YouTube for the past 2 months, and basically because I've been testing out some robots and see how it's been going before I can introduce you. But today I'm going to show you a different kind of robot, and it's the best robot in the world. But before I get to that, I will introduce you to this latest setup that I have. It's simplified more than my original, so hopefully this will help you in your manual trading. And I'll get to the best robot in the world later, which I will explain as I continue with this video and this introduction to the new setup. As you can see, I've got it on 2 panes actually on the same screen. Obviously, if you've got your computer set up with 2 separate screens, this will help you tremendously. And the reason for this is because I can't really get all the indicators on, and I've got 2 expert advisors, this one here and that one there on the right hand side. And some of these indicators you're already probably familiar with, like this one here down here, and especially this one. This one tells you whether the currencies are going up or it's going down. And I've changed the color settings to the norm, if you like. Red representing the downtrend and the blue representing the uptrend. So this is a very important indicator, by the way, and so is this one here. And then the next most important one is this one here. This one here is just to indicate what the spread is, and obviously other details that is not essential, but here it will show you what you're trading, whether you bought a trade or there's a sold trade. So it goes below here, and this is another trend that it will show you whether this is a downtrend or it's an uptrend. And this one here highlights the daily trend, and this one you're probably familiar with already if you watched my previous video. This tells you the the strength of the currency. Okay, so having explained that, I'm going to show you how to install it. No, I'm not going to show you how to install it. I think you should already know how to do this, but I will show you the indicators that are involved. So let me just go into the indicators list, and these are the indicators. Let me just zoom in so there's a better. There we are. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indicators on the left hand side. Close that down, and then on the right hand side, indicators list, I've got that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and I'm going to try to put this on a zip file so that you can download these indicators rather than you going to these separate websites. So I'm going to try and compress this into a zip file so you can download it. Right, let's close that down, and then I've got this indicator here. Let's right click and then expert advisors, properties, and this is the one here. Okay, right, and it's set to allow for trading. Let's see what's on the other one. The other indicator is this one here, that you can buy and sell, and then you can turn it off, close it off rather, and close off the sell order or the buy order, or you can close down all the orders. And when you're buying, you can set the amount of lot size, or you can do it from here if you want, from here. Yeah. Right, what's this one here? Let's go to Expert Advisors. Come on, Expert Advisors, property, and there we are. Okay, so that's that one. Right, the trading hasn't started yet, and depending on how the currency trend will show itself, I will show you how to do a trade on this particular setup. Now this is a new terminal that I've set up, and I've only set up for $10,000. I mean, to be honest, to be realistic, at first when you start you'll not be putting probably not any more than $1,000, okay, let alone 10,000. But I thought I'll show you with 10,000 you can obviously sign up for a $2 million account, but the less money that you have, the less you will make. Okay, there's not you know, rocket science, is it? So, and with trading, the difficulty is knowing when to buy and when to sell. Let me just zoom out. As you can see here, if it's you know, if it's really a photographic thing, then you can tell that you should be doing a sell order from here, and then obviously when you get down to here, you close the order and count your profit. But the danger is you don't know how far it's going to go, you know, on this particular trend, and you don't even know whether that's going to go up, right? In that way, if it's going to go up and you've got a sell order, you're going to start losing money. And here, as you can see, this red line, which indicates the downtrend, and obviously all these red are showing that it's a downtrend. So the possibility is that it's going to continue to go down. And on here, as you can see, this is like a doji. I don't know whether you're familiar with these terms, but I tend not to use these terms at all, because all I'm bothered about is the trend. I'm not bothered whether it's a hammer or it's a doji, you know. So let me just enlarge that. Oh, you can't see it, right? Okay. Right. Okay, I'm waiting for the session to start. So I'll get back to this in a mo. And I've only here we are. I can see it a bit better now. A doji is obviously where the uptrend and the downtrend are meeting in the middle. It's like a tug of war, and the uptrend trying to push the prices up, and the downtrend is pushing it down, and then there's not really a great success, and so it ends up meeting in the middle. Now at this point, obviously you don't know whether it's going to go up or it's going to go down, but looking at the strength here, obviously it's going to go down. But here, the uptrend, as you can see, is still relatively a poor uptrend, and as in most cases, this will start to go up. And my fundamental theory is this: what goes up must come down, and what goes down must come up. And to be a good trader, you've got to recognize when this is going to go up, and this is when it's going to go down. It might continue to be on this downslope for a long time before it starts going down towards here, and the uptrend starting to go up. But then again, it might just meet somewhere halfway, and then they're going to shoot back up again like that. It might just go up there, and then it's going to come back down again. So some of these elements I've already explained to you in previous videos. So you need to be practicing this probably for the next 6 months if you're new to it. And I would recommend that you would practice for 6 months at least before you invest any money into a real account. Right, I'm just going to pause this now and wait for the trading session to start to see how the trend will appear. And like I said, I've got $10,000 and it's a new account, a new terminal, and obviously if I go below that I'm losing, and if I'm going above it I will be winning. And when I finish talking about this trading, I will explain to you or rather introduce you to the world best robot in the world. Okay, so please wait. Right, let me just pause this. Well, nothing is happening at this present time. This is Sunday night, by the way, and I'm trading now. The session is the Sydney session, so it's Sunday night, and the date 26th of June 2022. And even though if the trend is favourable, I might not trade at all. Let me just zoom in to explain why. As you can see, the spread is 6.4. That's very, very high spread. And you know, even though you're winning, you might be losing because you've got to gain at least, or to cover this large spread before you make any profit. And as you can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 reds, and the white represents a neutral. So if this turns red, obviously it's a downtrend. So it will be a nice downtrend, and if it starts to go blue, it means it's going to go up. And this is from the previous notification, is suggesting that we should do a sell order. And as you can see from here, the indication is a downtrend. Okay, and this is a downtrend. As you can see, the blue is starting to go up a bit, closing up the gap, which is not a good sign because it's going to go up if we're going to do a downtrend or a sell order. There's not a lot of movement here, as you can see from the candles. Not a lot of movement, so it's a bad trading situation. I'm waiting for the indicator to notify me with a suggestion of whether to buy or sell. As you can see, we're actually doing the USD and Canadian, and as you can see here, USD and Canadian, the suggestion that it is a sell order only, a sell purchase, if you like. And as you can see, there's a nice downtrend, but because of this high spread, I don't like it. Anything that's above 1, you know, I'm a bit fussy about. So I might just leave that now till Monday, because I'm not prepared to waste money. Even though it's Mickey Mouse money, I'm not prepared to waste it. But I'll keep on monitoring it. I'm just waiting for this indicator here. Is the indicator here. Let me just show you this one. That will give me a notice. Indicators list. It's this one here. Sorry, this one. The Heineken Ashi smooth alert. That will alert me as to what the trend position is, and then I will make a decision whether to buy or sell. in conjunction with the other indicators. Okay, you cannot just rely on one indicator and see whether that is going to change. So as soon as it changes, I will let you know. But in the meantime, it's a waiting game. The problem actually with manual trading is the waiting game, and hopefully you can get away from it for a while, because these sound alerts will alert you, so you can get off and make yourself a cup of tea and then come back to it. So yeah, okay, we'll pause that and wait and see what happens. As you can see, I've enlarged the second pane of the screen, and you can see that this is a downtrend, and with the experience you know that this is a good a sell order. So even here it indicates that it's going down here with this red arrow here. Previously, last week, it was going up, and now it's going down. It was going down actually last week anyway, and it's continuing to fall. So this is a good sell order. But let me just reduce that. But because the spread is so high, it's gone down to 5.3 now, and this hasn't changed yet. I need this to change to red, or I get a notification from the indicator to assist me. Okay, but normally I would have placed an order now. Well, not now, but as soon as this turns red, or perhaps this one here, the hang on, the two ups here, 1, 2, 3 ups. If them 3 disappears, then I am prepared to do a sell order even before the indicators notify me, or to suggest a particular buy situation or sell situation. Okay, it's like I said, it's a waiting game. Right, let me just pause it. As you can see, there's not a lot of movement in the Sydney session. I don't normally trade the Sydney and Tokyo session. I think the best time, or rather the best market, is the European and the New York or London and New York sessions. So you know, that's entirely up to you actually. You know, my experience is that New York and London. Let's see what this is on the large picture. As you can see, there's not a lot of movements here. Obviously it is a downtrend, but there's not a lot of movement. So as far as I'm concerned for tonight, I don't think I'll be doing any trading, especially with the fact that this spread is so high. The spread, don't forget, it's a cost to you. It's what the broker is charging it. You must look at it as a charge. You know, the higher this figure, the bigger the charge is to you, or the cost to you. So it's important that you sign up with a broker that offers 0 or even a low spread. Obviously if it's 0 spread, they will charge you commission, and to be quite honest, I prefer a 0 spread and pay the commission actually. I might have actually discussed that with you before in previous videos, but I can't keep track of all the videos I've done, so it's something that I need to go back and have a look at, but I'm sure I mentioned it anyway. So right, like you can see here, the 3 ups are still up, and obviously the majority of this indicator is showing that it's a downtrend, which is good, but there's no movement, so it's not a good time you know, in this situation, is it not a good time to trade? Right, I'm going to pause it again. Hi, good morning. It's Monday morning, and I thought I'll just check to see what the progress is. As you can see, I made $101.12. Let's see if we can zoom in. It's quite a large number anyway. Let me just see if we can zoom in. There we go, that's the current balance. We started off with 10,000 and now we are $101 ahead. Like I said, when you're trading, as I said before, it's very important that it's the equity that you should be watching and not the balance. Okay, if your equity is going up, then you're doing okay. Obviously, if it's going down, then you're doing very, very poorly. The spread now is 2.8, still very high, and this is hiding the end of this downtrend. Let me just move it to one side. Indicators list, and then it's this one here, dashboard. Edit, and then we're going to move it to the left, bottom left, left upper, left lower. Here we are. Move it to that side, close, so that we can see what's happening here. Okay, and this one here is not. This expert advisor is not actually doing much, so I'm going to have that removed and then replace it with another one to help me. Right, so I need to go to here, this folder and star thing, and then go down to expert advisors, experts here, and then I'm going to put this one here, which is the what they call the ghost take profit. So I should have actually put that on actually in the first place. Drag it over, because that will hide your take profit and stop loss. Let's set it. That's a bit too high, that this take profit. So I'm going to call it 50. Oops, got 60 here. Call it 50, and then the stop loss, I'm going to call it 900. Actually, it's very, very high, but I don't like stop loss that's been set, actually, because if it jumps, then you're going to lose the whole lot. But I'll set it anyway to 900. But you've still got to keep an eye on it. Okay, you cannot just do a trade and hope for the best. You can't do that. You need to keep an eye on it. That applies for automated trading, especially so with automated trading. Whereas with manual trading, like we're doing now today, you can take action straight away. Right. Okay. Let's close that down. And here we are. This is what we're looking for. We'll enable it now. Okay. So if we move away from it, then we can leave the robot to do the take profit. Right. As you can see now, we've got three blues here, which means that it's going up and obviously it's here, and then this one here is indicated by this blue line, and then all these are showing good. That's on that side, it's showing good as well. Yeah, that's indicating it's going up. So I might just do a buy order after I've had another further look at it. Let's have a look. Yeah, let me just zoom out now. Yep, I'll do a buy order. Okay, then we'll see what happens. Remembering that we're now 101, and as you can see, this is our penalty part, if you like. We bought the buy order somewhere here, and but the line, the purchase line, is here. So we got to make up for this gap before we can actually, in profit. Like I said, the broker put these high spread on so that deliberately you've got to struggle to get up to here, because at that distance here could be making you profit. So I think you get the meaning of my comment, and it's minus 24.83. Remembering that every time you start, it don't matter whether it's a zero trade or not, sorry, a zero spread, you still minus, but it's not as high as this. Okay, I've done a 1.0 pip, and I should do actually at this, when the spread is about 2.4, call it 3, you should do about 3 times the pip. So it should be about 6 pips actually, but I'll leave you at 1. Okay, let me just pause that and then see how it gets on. Right, the last trade, we've gained another $100. So the current balance now is at 212. So as you can see, the system does work, but you've got to pay attention to all these indicators here, especially this one. This is the lined indicator here, and obviously this you got to work these in conjunction, and this one here in particular as well. I've got workmen outside and it's banging away and terrible noises. Unfortunately, I haven't got a soundproof recording room, so I hope that this is not going to interfere. This was the Tokyo session anyway, so I'm going to pause it now, and then I might just do another session on the London session, and I'll conclude this video. And like I said, this was a new terminal, and a new broker that I've set up. I've only asked for $10,000 because in general you can't afford a lot of money to put in. You can't afford. I mean, there's not much point in you signing up for a trading account that's got 2 million. I've got one that's 2 million, and I made on one occasion I made about I think about 50,000 in 2 days, because I can afford to increase the lot sizes. But you've got to be realistic about your trading account. No harm in having a large account, and you can practice, so you don't have to keep renewing accounts. But I thought I'll just set this one up just to prove to you that it is possible with patience that you'll be able to make money. So in less than a day I made $212. So that's not bad, even if you've got a $10,000 investment. I don't think the bank will pay you $212 in terms of interest for 24 hours. Okay, so I'm just going to pause that now. Oh, by the way, at the beginning of this video I said that I'm going to introduce you to the best expert robot in the world trading. Well, I'm going to introduce it now, and that is you. You are the expert robot, the best expert robot in the world. It's you. Okay, it's you, and it depends on how you manage your interpretation of these signals. So with practice, and well, with constant practice, at least I would say at least a minimum of 6 months, you will be able to gain the skill of being an expert, the best expert robot in the world. So, but that only can come with practice. Oh, I'm just going to add a time zone onto this chart. Okay, so we go to here. Now, don't forget, all these indicators are already in my system, so you can't just add it on without not actually having to put it into the system in the first place. The time zone is here. There we go. And then on this particular one, we've got to allow del. Okay, allow del, and then just change the inputs. Because I'm in the UK, I've got to set this to 0 because it's the Greenwich Mean Time. So set that to 0, and then whatever colour you prefer, actually. So it's up to you. Let's have a look, and then leave the font size, and then the distance. Now the corner, I'll put it on the bottom left, which is 3. And then we need to move it slightly away from the bottom line. I'll call that 38. Call it 48. Sometimes these are things that you just got to try and test, see which are the position that is best for you. Okay, so go like that. Oh, I've got it on the wrong. See, I've got it on the wrong. It don't matter. As you can see, we're in the Tokyo session. Let's have a look. Zoom in. And we're in the Tokyo session here, that highlighted by the red. I just got in the wrong corner. I don't like things in here because I like to see what's happening with the candles. Right, let's move that back. Time zone. Which corner did we say? It's actually 2. My mistake. 1, 2. So the microphone's in the way because it's right in front of me. And click OK. As you can see, we moved it to here. Let's zoom out. So I'm going to do another session with the London session. I don't want to make this video too long, but it's just a demonstration that you can actually make money if you study the charts. Okay, it's not a 5-minute or a week or a month's study. You need to practice for at least 6 months. I mean, I made the mistake when I first started as well, and I jumped straight into it, think, oh right, it's easy to read these signals, and it isn't. I mean, it's the old saying, isn't it? Practice makes perfect. So, right, let me just pause this and wait for the London session to start. I've just completed the one of the London session, as you can see. Let me just zoom in. As you can see now, we're in the London and Tokyo session. Okay, the highlighted red. I've just completed the this particular trading session here, and now we are $352 ahead. And as you can see, the downtrend is quite good. Well, it's not good, not quite good, it's actually brilliant. And I'm tempted to do another one, but the thing is that another thing that I failed to mention is that when you're getting tired and your brain is a bit fuzzy, don't do any trading, okay? And I was trading till about I can't remember now, about 2 o'clock in the morning. That's Sunday night or Monday morning, and I'm up today about 6 o'clock, 6 or 7 o'clock, to continue with the trading. And it's not, what time is it now? It's about yeah, it's 8:30 now, 8:30 in the morning, and I'm getting a little bit tired actually of looking at the screen. So if I attempt to do another trade, I might just lose the lot because I'm getting tired. So that's one important thing that you need to know. Don't do any trading when you're tired and that your mind is not clear, okay? As you can see, despite the high spread that we're incurring, I'm still able to make a profit. Like I said, you'll be more successful if you have a zero spread, or if you can open a zero spread account. And as you can see here, that it's all red here, so it's a good opportunity to do another trade. But I think I've shown you enough actually, because not much point in doing another trade, because as you can see, this red now has opened up, and when it opens up like that, if you remember what I said earlier, that it's a mirror image, the blue will sort of almost reflects or mirror the image of the uptrend, the downtrend, and vice versa. If this was an uptrend, then this will mirror itself, almost like here. It's almost a mirror image, isn't it? So the danger here is that because it has been going up, because it has been going down, the uptrend might decide to follow suit. So the uptrend might decide to go up, and the downtrend will start to sort of bend over like this and point towards the floor. But as you can see, it's opening up actually. It's opening up a little slightly wider, and the downtrend now is quite brilliant. It's only got one uptrend here. This is the daily trend. We're not too bothered about that. We are more interested in the M1, M5, M15, and a good look at the M30. But if the M1, M5, M15 is all on the downtrend, you're in a good position to do a trade, or do a down trade, especially here, all these here. But like I said, I've been sort of up quite early, and I'm a bit tired, and I made, so far in a day, I made $352, and that is with really deep concentration, if you like. Okay, so I'm just going to now end this video and put this up on the internet. And remember what I said about the best expert robot in the world. And I truly believe that the best and most reliable robot in the world is you. You got to learn the tricks of the trade, if you could call it that, because these are the tricks of the trade. You've got to understand these movements in the trend, and unfortunately I've yet to have an automated robot that will be able to do the same, and I'll keep testing them. I've introduced you I think to 2, but you still got to keep an eye on it, and if it's in the wrong direction you've got to close that tray down. I'm testing a couple more robots that I might introduce you to at a later stage. So I'm still testing it out actually, but even whilst I'm testing those robots out, it still needs a manual intervention. So okay then, I hope that you've enjoyed this video and enjoyed making this small amount of money with me. And like I said, the 352, that's not small really, is it? Not bad out of a £10,000 investment, and you made $352 and you know, in less than 24 hours. Okay, right, I'll just say cheerio to you and see you next time. Thank you for listening. Oh, I thought I'll just add this last little clip, just as I was about to close up. And if you remember, I just mentioned about the movement of the trend, and here we are. It's now pointing downwards, and this blue is going to start going up, which means that the uptrend is on the increase, and the downtrend is on a downer. Okay. And the blue here now is appearing. So this is the danger. You got to sort of, and the blue is showing up now. This is the danger, if you could call it the danger, of being, if you like, not being observant, and perhaps not being smart enough, if you could call it that as well. You know, to close the trade when you think you're in, you know, when you're in the profit area. So anyway, I thought I'll add this as a postscript. I'll get you the download link for the indicators. I might actually put it at the bottom with all the links, or I might just put it down as a zip file that you can download. I just got to try and see if I can get an account with Google and put it up on that on their website, and then perhaps you could download it down from there with a link. Anyway, either way, it's going to be available to you anyway. All right then, have a good day. Thanks for listening.